A major signal just flashed for Bitcoin, hence why we are pumping right now to the upside. The big question is right now, is this a confirmed break or will it be just a relief rally and we will continue to head lower? That is something that we're going to talk about today. If you think that's interesting, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel, like this video, and also activate the bell so that you will never miss out on these really important updates. And now let's get into it. Let me start off, because I don't want to touch you until the end of the video what's actually happening here, with the major signal that just flashed here for Bitcoin. So it is actually two, but the major one is actually to be found on the 1 hourly chart. So what is this signal? The signal is really simple, is a W pattern here. That's right now breaking to the upside and has broken here the neckline. How do we determine a W pattern? First of all, you need a local lower low and then a higher low. And when you have both of it, then you can start assuming that this might to be turning out into a W pattern. So you can also look here textbook wise, so how to define a double bottom here. So you basically see the same thing. Bottom, bottom, breakout at the neckline, a bullish move to the upside. The only thing that's concerning me here now a little bit is the resistance area here above us. If we manage to break into this resistance area and we close today a daily candle above $68,400, then things are looking really, really good that we are at least going to 69,200, and that is the key level that we need to flip to see a further continuation into a new all-time high. So if we're getting rejected from 69,200, be prepared that we come back down for a retest, creating another higher low, higher than this one here, potentially here somewhere, and only then potentially continue back to the upside here, or we just range for a while. So be here on the outlook what's happening at $69,200 if we get there. First of all, we need to break here that resistance area of 68,400. When we are through that, we can talk about the next higher level. So the other signal that has flashed here is that we are starting to fill this imbalance here in this candle. Remember, I told you about this, I think 2 days ago, I was talking about this, that here is this imbalance. Yeah, it was 2 days ago. So this imbalance, more as it's looking right now, is about to get filled here. And again, this is in alignment with the $69,200 level that I'm talking about, so we need to go up there to fill this candle completely. And then comes the really important decision-making moment for Bitcoin. Are we breaking above that and continue higher, or are we rolling over and coming back, potentially a 5% move to the downside again, before we then consolidate and see another move to the upside? So that is the outlook here on the shorter time frames for Bitcoin. So if you want to trade Bitcoin, then I would wait for a break. If you're not already in since somewhere here, so where basically the neckline was, then wait for a break of $68,400 with at least a 15-minute candle close. Enter there, take your first profit at 69,200 and put your stop loss at your entry, and then continue to trade your stop loss up and you take profit up. So next take profit would be afterwards here at 71,500, and then your stop loss would be at around 70K. So, and you just keep trailing this higher as higher we go. So, and then in the worst case, if we create a new all-time high, and let's say that is at 75K and your stop loss is at 74K, and you get stopped out, yeah, guess what? You were in from all the way down here. So you made a really, really nice profit all the way to the upside here. The other reason why we were starting to pump yesterday already is that the ETF inflows were quite big yesterday. So we had $110 million worth of Bitcoins coming into the market, dollars coming into the market to buy Bitcoin, that way around. So, and we had a net inflow of 1,730 Bitcoins that were bought. So here FBTC bought here 1.78K BTC, and Grayscale sold 1.15K BTC. So, and if we would have not had FBTC buying so much here, it would have looked not all too well. You know, we would have maybe came out more or less plus minus zero. You know, so again, would have not been the end of the world, at least no selling pressure. But I guess here FBTC, that they were racking up so much Bitcoin yesterday, was helping a lot to push the price up right now. So now everybody is waiting for today's ETF inflows, how they are going to look. I'm also impatiently waiting for it. But I have a funny feeling that they will be again positive. And remember, guys, there are still rumors out there that Grayscale GBTC is running out at the very maximum by next week out of Bitcoins that they can sell to us, you know, and dump on the open market. And that selling pressure is gone. And guess what? What's happening afterwards? You know, it's more or less up only when Grayscale is not there anymore to sell anything. Here on the higher time frames on the 4-hourly chart, and we're looking here at levels, there, first of all, we have a really nice pump candle here right now. And remember, we never chase pumps, you know, so if something is pumping, let it pump. Once it comes for a retest, that is where we want to enter. Or if it breaks a major level, you know, so and closes above that, then we also enter. So and here in that case, that is a little bit higher than the Monday low. And here on the higher time frame, what I believe potentially, when I look at the indicators, what's going to happen here is that we will continue to go up here to 69,500 more or less. You know, remember that coincides with closing the imbalance in this candle here, rolling over, coming back to 67, go back up, and then break here in direction of $70,000. So why do I believe that on the higher time frames? Because here is another resistance level sitting, and I don't believe that Bitcoin will break that on the first attempt when we go back up, because we had such a strong selling candle to the downside. Usually when we have such a strong selling candle, we are not immediately breaking that resistance that we created on the way down directly on the way back up. So let me show you an example. You know, so here also, for example, here, big candle to the downside. So we came back up, retested that level, failed to stay above that, came back down again, went up, failed retest here again where we tried to break it. We did not even get close the next time to it. And only here on basically on the fourth attempt, we finally broke it. So in here, I believe something similar is going to play out, you know, so because here the stochastic is again in overbought conditions, the RSI is still bullish, so there could be still a little bit follow through, hence why I believe that we go close to $70,000. And the MACD is also still bullish, you know, so but remember guys, big resistance here in that area right now. When we're looking then at the liquidation levels, here something else that is telling me that we have confluence is that we would take out these over-leveraged long positions here, move a little bit higher than the imbalance, tap into this liquidity, and then come back down and basically flush out everybody that went long again on the way up. Because if we break here 68,400, you will see a lot of longs coming into the market again, over-leveraged ones. So then we're gonna take them out, you know, maybe then continue to go back up here. Otherwise, overall, I know I sound like a broken record. The directional move remains to the upside to grab all the liquidity up here. So can we get an irrational pump to the upside? Yes, of course, we can get something like that. If, for example, if today the ETF inflows showing that they were like 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 Bitcoins bought, you know, for the ETFs, or that the ETFs bought 4,000, 5,000, 6,000 Bitcoin, and Grayscale sold under 1,000 Bitcoin, you know, through the ETF, then yes, so that is super, super bullish, you know, so I expect that there the price definitely is going to react with at least a $1,500, $2,000 candle, you know, so, and that could propel us immediately up here into these areas where we see a lot of cascade liquidations on the short side, you know, so, and that will then create a squeeze when that pushes us than all the way up here, so that is definitely in the cards, so but we have to wait for the ETF inflows to be released today. So now when we're going here again to the heat map, see here we already went through 67,200. Here was a hot area, so a lot of concentrated short positions that got liquidated. Now again, the next one is around 71,800, 72,200-ish. That is the next area of interest. But before we have here the $70,200 area, there's also some resistance sitting, hence why I believe that we will get up there. And if nothing crazy happens, we're gonna reject, come a little bit lower, find some momentum, and then continue to go to the upside. Let's have a look here. Oh, that is actually, no, I'm again mistaken. I have to stop looking at this. I always think down here is the CVD. So basically where you see if a lot of people in the market are selling or buying right now. On the Bitcoin CVD, we see an uptick. So bits are coming back, but we are still not yet above zero again. But I like that we see an uptick across all exchanges. You see here a clear uptrend from Binance. So bits are picking up here again, on BYBIT also slowly, and also on OKX, and even on Deribit a little bit. So that is something that that is really good to see here. Also the open interest is gaining momentum here again a little bit. We get a little bit more open interest here. So it means more people start to long here. And again, the funding rates are completely, in the ground right now, so which makes it also really attractive to start leveraging again in this market. The other signal that I'm still looking out for, let me actually see here, is here on the 1 hourly chart, that so that the 50 moving average comes up here, creates a golden cross with the 200, and basically changes the trend here again, because technically we are still in a downtrend in regards of that death cross that we got here. And I just hope that that was a fake out, and the fake out would be confirmed if Bitcoin continues to go here higher or sideways above the 200 moving average, so that the 50 can catch up over the next 2 days, creates a golden cross. And then what we need is that Bitcoin actually does basically a $2,000 move and close the candle that way, to cement the golden cross for us. So if we get something like this, over the weekend, that would be amazing. And like I said, that would basically confirm that this whole downwards move was just an attempt to shake out weekends and to create some stop hunts and chase some liquidity, for the next leg to the upside. And guys, don't forget, if you want to trade anywhere and follow my trades, do this on BYBIT. You still get $30,000 absolutely for free if you use the link down below. And if you want to trade altcoins with me, go to Margex and just add money to the strategy AMCrypto altcoins, and I do all the work for you, so also only with the link below here. And if you cannot use BYBIT, use BITGET or Phemex. They're equally good. They are especially favorable if you're in the US or in the UK, so you can use both of them in that case. And again, I like them as much as I like BYBIT. If I would be in a country where I could not use BYBIT, I would definitely use these two exchanges. So, and if you want just traditional copy trading without a VPN, without KYC, and the highest bonus in the industry, $120,000, then use FAIRDESK. All the links are in the description below and in a pinned comment of this video, so go and check this out. So now let's have a quick look here on my Solana position. That is definitely looking better than yesterday. So I definitely keep this one running because, again, I still believe that this is turning a profit, especially if Bitcoin moves here another $2,500 to the upside in like $70,000. $70,000 should coincide at least with break even, or even a little bit higher than that, because I need here a 5% move, on Solana to break even. But I think if Bitcoin goes to 70K, that will be more or less a 10% move on Solana, so which will bring me 5% into profit here. And because I'm using leverage, it will be 25%. So I'm not concerned about that. My liquidation price is so low. I definitely believe that this is going to make some results here pretty soon. So I keep this running. Other coin that I want to talk about is Ethereum. We don't need to talk about total market cap, Bitcoin dominance today. no need for that, you know, so I want to keep it a little bit shorter here today. And tomorrow we're going to talk about altcoins that I'm going to buy if Bitcoin can close at the levels that we are at right now. So here for Ethereum, we basically broke above the $3,350 area here once again. Remember, guys, I told you a break above that range here would be really positive for Ethereum. And now what I would like to see is a reclaim of the Monday high and that we start consolidating above the Monday high. So Monday low, sorry, between Monday low and the point of control. So which is roughly a $120 spread, 3,415 to 3,515, so $100 spread. And then once we gained enough momentum that we are breaking above the point of control, reclaim the Monday high at 3,650. And once we have reclaimed that, the doors are open for 4,000 and beyond for Ethereum. So here, the key level to overcome is the Monday high. We can also see this here, resistance, resistance, resistance. So that is right now the strongest resistance for Ethereum. Once that one is cleared, we have blue skies ahead for Ethereum to move here into higher levels. Also here, if you're looking for a trade on Ethereum, wait for a reclaim of the Monday high, at least with a 15 minutes candle and a potential retest. So, and then enter on the retest. Trade is then to $3,560 for your first take profit point. Once you reach that, I would raise my stop loss to the point of control, 3,510. So, and then keep raising it, you know, here along the Monday high, and then here $3,900, and so on and so on. And also, and then here again, 4,100, and so on, you know. So if we reach 4,100, your stop loss becomes 3,900. Once we are breaking the Monday high, the point of control becomes your stop loss, and so on and so on, you know. So here, reach Monday high, this becomes a stop loss. Reach 3,900, Monday high becomes a stop loss. Reach the top here, 4,100, 3,900 becomes a stop loss. So that's how you raise the stop loss to make sure that you actually walk with profit away if at some point price action is turning against you. So, and I do the same thing with my take profits, you know. So the higher we go, the higher I actually scale them up, while I also trade the stop loss up. So, and that way, if for some reason, if I'm sleeping, my take profit gets hit, you know, because we got a crazy spike, okay, I can live with that. I find a new entry. If I get stopped out and because price action turns against me, fine, again, looking for a new entry, I move on. Guys, that's it for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Please make sure that you smash up the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.